so this is Dinosaur Jungle, based off the similar stage from Sonic and the Secret Ring. So this is one of 2 Secret Ring stages. It's that and Pirate Bay, aka Kraken Bay. Or Pirate Storm, aka Kraken Bay. I'll just look at that. It's so gorgeous. But yes, a lot of wildlife that I never get to see because dinosaurs are extinct. And I think that's a blessing and a curse. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, yeah, so that's the other side. You look at all of the waterfalls and just the valleys. These, funny enough, remind me of Dragon Ball. Like, these here kind of remind me of, like, Dragon Ball-esque, like, wasteland areas. I don't know, these assets remind me of Dragon Ball. Like, where did you find it, like, say, like, the wasteland areas in Dragon Ball games? Yeah, there's, that certain dinosaur here, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Okay, so yeah, so this stage is pretty straightforward. It's a lot of dinosaurs. And, you're going through a lot of water, and, there's not really many turns with this particular stage. But yes, and then look at here. Yeah, the waterfall is one of my favorite parts of this stage. You're just going through a waterfall and then just jumping. And it's just so cool. Yeah. And you see here the giant dragon fruits. Yeah, these are clearly dragon fruits. These are ginormous. These are ginormous dragon fruits. But that will definitely last for, months. Due to how large these are. There are a lot of things to like about Secret Rings, but overall, the gameplay's rough. I personally would have more fun with Secret Rings than Sonic Forces personally, but that's just me. There's a lot more to like with Secret Rings than Forces, but anyway. Secret Rings, I think it's worth a try, especially for the story, for the music, for the set pieces and everything. The gameplay does improve. The gameplay does improve. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, that's that part with, the whole thing here. But yeah, the gameplay does improve as you unlock more stuff, but, like, overall, though, it's an on-rails Sonic game, so the gameplay is rough. They do improve in Black Knight, by the way. So I'm surprised to see there's not really Black Knight stages. I think at least Camelot Castle would fit perfectly. Yeah, as we go through here, we see a lot of the cacti and a lot of just the wildlife. The wildlife I will never see in real life because dinosaurs are extinct. Yeah, the waterfall section is just really fun here. And a lot of it's just Frutiger Arrow. It has that Frutiger Arrow feel to it. Then again, Sega is the king of water, so... water from them in general is just Frutiger Arrow. Oh, what's this? Where does this lead? Oh! Wait, what, is that a rainbow? Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a rainbow here. There's a rainbow here with a... Was this stage meant to be, like, longer? I am curious, because you see there's a rainbow here. Just a random-ass rainbow. And then there's a interestingly rendered, like, waterfall. Just right here. That is interesting. And Frutiger Arrow, by the way. I just want to say, really Frutiger Arrow. Yeah, you see more of the stage here. And, oh my god. You see a lot of the cacti. You see a lot of cacti, a lot of valleys. A lot of Dragon Ball-esque valleys. Yep, and you see here, yeah, that's where that gigantic Stegosaurus is, but we'll get to that later. Was this stage meant to be longer? That is a good question. I posed that same question for Magma Planet. This is probably unused. This whole area is probably, like, unused. This whole area is probably, like, unused. But where does this lead? This probably leads to nothing. This probably leads to nothing, but this is so gorgeous. This view is just so gorgeous. Again, very Frutiger Arrow. In a wild, Jurassic sort of way. Jurassic Frutiger Arrow. Imagine that. Jurassic Park with the Frutiger Arrow aesthetic. But anyway, yeah, this is so cool. But as you see here, this is leading to, like, nothing. But I am curious, with the water here, is this just going to dissipate? Or is it going to lead to, like, this waterfall that kind of just leads into nothing? Okay. Yeah, the lighting's kind of getting dimmer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're outside the skybox. Now, if I go back further here, will the skybox dissipate into black darkness? Into, the abyss of nothing? Or is it just going to be the Frutiger Arrow skies of nothing? I don't know. Okay, yep, I'm starting to see skybox here. Oh, yep, it's starting to disappear. We're starting to go outside of the skybox. So if I go back far enough, I think 2 things are going to happen. Either we're going to see the time trial stage, like we saw with cyberspace, or we're going to be looped to the other side of the stage instantaneously. Oh, it disappeared. Okay, it disappeared. Okay, where's it gonna lead me? Yep, I was right. It looped me to the other side of the stage instantaneously. And right here we see the other side of the stage with all the water here. We've confirmed in the cyberspace video, but we also confirmed here. If you go back far enough outside the skybox, it will automatically loop you to the other side of the stage. Because I think if they didn't add that functionality, I think if they didn't add that functionality, if you were to go back far enough, if that's the case, then I think the game would probably crash. I guess the dinosaurs are frozen in time? Yeah, they're frozen in time. I guess you have to trigger them. Yeah, because you see here, yeah, because like they're flying. The pterodactyls are like flying freely, but then the dinosaurs are just frozen here. I think you have to trigger them because this has to break. This has to break. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now it's breaking. Yep, now they're all activated because they're frozen in time. I guess you have to wait until that certain point in order for them to just trigger with animations and stuff. But yeah, this part's very fun. You gotta be careful with these dinosaurs, or else they're just gonna stomp on you, and just you just fall to pieces. But yeah, this part here is really interesting. The dinosaurs, the Secret Rings dinosaurs. I'm so happy we have Secret Rings representation as stages in general. Although Night Palace would be really cool if they were when we get future DLC. I'm not gonna say if, it says when. But they're already talking about Year 2 and Year 3 DLC. So that's a sign that the sales for CrossWorlds were, at the very least, well within expectations, or maybe a little bit beyond expectations. So that's really cool to hear. And yeah, look at the dinosaur. The dinosaur with the certain, oh wow. It kind of clipped with the whole, oh no. No, I thought it was like, yeah, so that's the thing where it kind of triggers whenever you fall off. So yeah, I thought that was like a CrossWorld. I thought it was like a travel ring for some reason, but yeah, anyway. Yes, we see more valleys, we see more cacti, we see more gigantic ass building-sized dragon fruits. Oh my god, if we had those in real life, oh my god, people would be set. They'd be set for life. If you like dragon fruit, of course. But yeah. And we see, yep, this is just so beautiful with, again, Sega, King of Water, the Frutiger Arrow water. This is definitely Frutiger Arrow in a Jurassic sense. You know what reminds me? You know that Disney movie, Dinosaur? That's what that reminds me of. But why is it stretching like that? Oh my god, and how is it just staying there? I'm surprised that it has not slipped and drowned. Well, I mean, it's gigantic, so it wouldn't drown, but I'm surprised it hasn't slipped into the water by now. Like, oh my god. Again, the rocks remind me a lot of, like, Dragon Ball. Whenever we see, like, the Wasteland stages, it definitely reminds me a lot of it. So that's pretty cool. And it's just so beautiful to look at. I love when Sega makes water. I love when Sega makes water. And it's just, look at that, man. So gorgeous. Again, the set pieces, you can have, even, like, from this view. This gorgeous, gorgeous view. There's just so much to just delve into. It's just so cool. It's just so beautiful. It's just so Frutiger Arrow. There's a lot of screenshot-worthy, you know, areas with this stage. Especially if you go far enough. Yeah, we're going, okay, so we're going farther here into this other set piece of a waterfall. And I expect we go into the abyss of nothing at some, oh yeah, I see rock. I see rock. We go farther here, and now we see nothing but sky and all that stuff. And yeah, look at that, man. Oh yeah, so now we're here, and there's more waterfall, and it's just this interesting area here where it's kind of like it's arching. But yeah, that's so interesting. Sega is the king of water, confirmed as lore. Sega is the king of water, confirmed as lore. I'm not a good singer, by the way. I'm absolute trash. But anyway, but yeah, I love when Sega does water, man. And we see more. We see these nothing but like arching, overarching Niagara Falls-esque waterfalls. I say that as if I've been to Niagara Falls, which I have not, unfortunately. I would like to go to Niagara Falls one day. That is a bucket list thing. Oh my god, this view. This out-of-bounds view. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Oh, I love water. I love the water. I love the water so much. But yes, overall, Dinosaur Jungle, really cool. I'm so happy that Secret Rings is getting represented in this game. Now, if we can get Night Palace, that'd be cool. But yes, such a beautiful stage. Yeah, these valleys, again, remind me of Dragon Ball. They remind me of, like, you know, the wasteland areas in the Dragon Ball games, especially games like Tenkaichi and Sparking Zero. It's so cool. And again, one of my favorite stages to play. Again, I love the waterfall sections. I love the dinosaurs attacking you. And it's definitely one of my favorite CrossWorlds. It's not because of my conceptual bias towards Secret Rings, despite me not loving the gameplay of Secret Rings. There are a lot of other aspects to Secret Rings that are lovable, that are to be liked, at the very least. Again, highly recommend Secret Rings over Sonic Forces. Dinosaur Jungle, really cool. One of the better CrossWorlds in the game, in my personal opinion. I like it a lot. Arguably one of my favorite stages when it comes to just how it looks. It's so beautiful, the set pieces, the dinosaurs, like the wildlife, and just the Frutiger arrowness of it all. The Jurassic Frutiger arrowness of the stage. And also, I can't believe that how this Stegosaurus has not slipped by now is just baffling to me. It's just baffling to me. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy to me.